Every now and then somebody asks me, what do I use on my hair to get my curls to kind of be defined? They're not as defined as they could be, but they are nice and healthy and do get defined. I always start with DevaCurl No Poo, and this is where I don't go cheap on my hair. These products are about $15 a bottle, but they're well worth it. Then I use DevaCurl One Condition. It's a leave-in conditioner, but when you put it in your hair, you do want to rinse your hair really quick to get some of it out, but leave some of it in. And what you do with curly hair, you squinch it up, and you'll notice that the water that runs off is kind of a milky color. You want it to be like a watery milky color to leave just enough in your hair. Then next is DevaCurl Ultra Defining Gel. It makes it so your hair, once it's all the way dry, it has like a cast on it, so it'll be a slightly hard, not even hard, like you'll feel it though. And once your hair is completely dry, you just scrunch it up and you break the cast that this creates, and it leaves your hair super, it holds your curls, but like when the wind blows, your hair will blow around. It's movable. It's not at all like a pro style type gel where it's hard. And then sometimes I will use Cantu Natural Hair Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. I really do not like this brand. It's not the best thing for your hair, but this is the only product from them I will use, but I don't use it all the time, just sometimes. So I've already did my shampoo, did my conditioner, and rinsed it halfway out. So you always want to use Curly Girl's Addendum brush, because what it does is it really defines your curls. Really defines your curls. And you just pull it through your hair. And it leaves, I don't know if you guys can see. I had to turn the light off here because it was kind of in the camera. But this leaves your hair, your curls nice and bouncy. So I just basically brush all of my hair, and it's actually starting to kind of get a little bit too dry. So I'm going to just put some water through it. Just using my hand in the faucet. And just, now you can see that it got wet again. See, and then you take your curls and you shrink it. See how the water is kind of milky? And you see how your curls just bounce right up. And the milkiness is just from the One Condition. But you see how this brush, it sets you up to have super defined curls. And you brush your hair in like whatever pattern. I usually like to hold my head upside down like I'm doing. And see how over here, well maybe you won't. Well, never mind, it won't do it. But you hear that squish and you kind of see the liquid. You don't ever want your hair to be too dry as you're brushing it out. You want it to be not too wet, like not soaking wet, but you see how the curls are just super defined. Once you have them nice and defined, I'm gonna go with my Ultra Define Gel, and you don't use a lot, like maybe that much, and you literally just kind of go like this through your hair with your hands. Does not take a lot at all. That's the good thing about when you buy good product. It doesn't take a whole lot of it. And then I'll just use this. Well, actually, no, I won't use this. You're going to use this or some type of curl cream. You want to do that before you put on the Ultra Defining Gel. You want this to be your last thing that you do. And so basically I just run my fingers through my hair. Run it through. Now in my case, because it's hot and kind of humid outside, I'm going to blow dry my hair until it's maybe 75%. And you can also use your Denson brush if you want after you do the gel, but you don't want to, as it starts to dry, you don't want to touch it too much. But you see how that brush just makes your curls, and when you squeeze up and hold your curls for a minute, that kind of just sets the curl in, so your hair knows it's okay to stay curly. Now of course, doing this you are going to experience shrinkage, which every curly person knows. You know, you'll start off with hair to the middle of your back, but when it's curly and dry, it looks like it's shoulder length, even though it truly is longer than that. But this is just to answer a quick answer of how I get my curls to stay the way you guys, well, you guys usually don't get to see them. They'll be looking good because I don't like make a video right after. And like I said, I only blow dry it till my hair is like 75% dry. And see how, and if you want your roots to be, like if you need more volume, you can just kind of scrunch your roots in with your fingers. And I have this like natural part that I don't necessarily care about being there, but it's there. So I'm gonna go with it today. But there's a lot of videos, and if you care to try out DevaCurl, they sell some of the products at Walmart. They sell it at Ulta. The cheapest place I found for about, like I said, $15 a bottle is Amazon. If you get it from Walmart, you'll probably pay like $21, $22. And Ulta, maybe like $17, $18. So I would definitely recommend Amazon first, or Ulta if you just like have to have it and you're gonna run out and get it. But that's pretty much all. And when I do blow dry, sometimes I'll let my hair just air dry. It takes forever that way. But today I'm gonna blow dry it. When you do blow dry it, whether you do it till it's partially dry or not, you always want to use a diffuser. And I'm not going to actually show you guys me blow dry my hair, but what you do is when the blow dryer is on, you want to just pick your curls up into the diffuser and kind of just let it sit. You never want to, I don't know if you can see, there's little holes at the end of the diffuser. So you never want to just like pick your curls up and hold it flat against your head because you're blocking the holes. You just want to pick your curls up and like hold it close to your scalp, and that's how it's done. And always use low heat and cool. You always want to rinse your hair with cold water, doesn't have to be super cold, but lukewarm water. That way it locks in the moisture, and you want to always blow dry or put, I guess, no heat. Like I don't ever flat iron my hair or anything like that, but no hot heat. And you don't really want it high because high will kind of blow your curls around, so they won't really be defined. So you want to use low heat and cool air. Right now my hair is about 45-ish% dry. It's still wet. It's starting to kind of dry. You don't actually get your volume. Curly girls are always worried about volume. You won't get your volume until your hair is 100% dry And if you're using the DevaCurl, the defining gel, you won't really get your volume until once your hair is dry. You know how rock stars like stand on stage and like whip their heads and their hair if they usually have long hair. You want to do that to break your calf. Like you can go up like this, but you also want to kind of just whip, like I'm not doing it right now because my hair is wet, but you want to like thrust your head back and forth this way, and it kind of just loosens your curls up, and that will give you your volume. And usually day 2 hair and day 3 hair, even though that's a 4 and a 6, day 2 hair and day 3 hair is a lot more voluminous. But when you get around 50%, if you want to, oh, and I definitely recommend this fructose 1 minute, is it 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute hair mask. I use this. That's not what's in it though. Right now there's Eco Gel, the olive oil kind. Yeah, I think the green is the olive oil. I just put it in here because this is a small container I carry in my shower bag. But I do use this stuff. I forgot my big jar at home. Was so upset about that. But I've used that in the shower before I put this on. Like I'll wash my hair. I'll use the real, this stuff, the real stuff, not gel. And I like the banana or the avocado is my favorite for curly hair. And then I'll rinse that all the way out. And then you can use this as a leave-in conditioner if you want. It just, some people's hair it works good with, and some people's hair, it kind of, they say it weighs it down. It doesn't weigh my hair down, but because I use this as a leave-in conditioner, I never use this as one. But that's just because these are like $3 or $4 at Walmart, the big jar. So like if you wanted to to be trying something, try that out. And then, but because like I said, these are $15 a bottle. And if you get this is like the 12-ounce bottle. If you get the big bottle, they can be like $32 a bottle. For the like big, I think 32-ounce or 36-ounce that has the pump. But anyways, when you get to about 50%, if you want to like do anything with your edges, and for me, I don't like my hair to be in my face. You guys probably have noticed that. So I always just brush my edges away from my face, including the top of my hair. Like I don't, you know, some people like swoop-de-doo and all of that. I'm in a truck, I'm not trying to be doing all that, but I don't like for my edges to be in my face. Once my hair is dry, I like for it to kind of have just the natural going to the back pattern, so I can kind of just whip it out my face. So you want to stop and kind of do that. I don't like to do it when my hair is super wet, because it can kind of like, you did all that brushing and like scrunching, it can kind of mess up your curls. But once your curls start getting kind of dry, they're kind of set in there. So you brushing and like moving your hair around won't really affect it too much. I don't even really want this part in the middle of my hair. You find that you don't like, you made a part, you're not feeling it, what you can do before your hair is all the way dry, just put some water. See, I just put water on my hand, and you just kind of touch that part and you just reshape it. So like for me, I just want my hair to go back, but I'm trying to let my curliness fly. And so real quick, I'm gonna use my, can you use a toothbrush? This is just a regular Colgate toothbrush. Of course it's pink. And I'm just literally brushing my part back. And even though it's back there, you can see like, I wear my hair in those ponytails so much. But if you feel like your hair is starting to get, by you touching it is like breaking your curls up, you can always, one thing about curly hair, throw your hands in some water, just like I'm doing. Get your hands wet, it doesn't have to be super wet, you see? And just run your wet hands through your hair. It will bring your curls right back. Like it's kind of hard to mess up curly hair. And then, can you hear that it's still scrunchy? So that's what I might not even keep, I mean it's so hot outside, I might not even have to keep blow drying it. Because at this point it's gonna dry. I mean it's warm. but other than that. And I see like the back of my hair is kind of, it's drying out, and see how the curl's not super defined, so you can just get the little curl wet, just the ones that need it. And if you get it too wet and it doesn't want to curl up, just roll it around your fingers, and there you have it. Maybe I'll blow it a little bit. I think I'm gonna just leave it and let it naturally dry and do its thing, as long as it's not in my face. All right, guys, hope that helps somebody. I'm sure when I do another clip, you guys will see my hair dry, so you can kind of see what I mean with the volume. Because right now it's still super wet in the front because I added water, but it's like really flat because it's wet. So the water is weighing down your curls, which is why you don't have the volume yet. Once it dries, it'll poof, fluff up. Talk to you later. Well, guys, the air has kind of dried my curls. So this is what I mean when I mean shaking it. Like, you can scrunch it up. You can take your hands and kind of fluff your hair and do like a crazy rocker thing, or at least this is what I do. Some people take picks and you can kind of pick out your hair, but that's how you kind of loosen your curls. And see how with that gel, it's like it's super fluffy. It's not at all stiff, anything like that. And like tomorrow, I'll even have more volume. Like, it'll just become more and more voluminous. But that's how you get defined curls. And it's nice and dry. And I love DevaCurl products. They I forgot, like I started to say it earlier in my video, but there's a lot of YouTube videos of different like hairstyling girls that show you how to use products and stuff. If you just search DevaCurl, it'll be a whole list of all kind of different people that might have closer to your curl pattern or whatever, or your hair length, or however your hair, some curlies have really voluminous hair, some have flatter hair, some have medium. Like, I'm kind of just the normal volume. I don't have super volume and I don't have like flat volume. But if you search it and look at videos and just find somebody that has hair similar to yours and see what their method is. Some people use more products in their hair, some people do things different ways. So it all kind of is just messing around with your curls, messing around with your hair and different products to see what really works for you, because all of our hair is a little bit different. Curly isn't just curly, you know, all curls are different. Everybody's hair is different, so it accepts products differently. But that's just the place to start. But it's good to embrace your curls. Your curls want to be curly and vivacious. Let them be, let them live.